You open the space. Welcome to the space, beautiful people. So glad to have you here. Thank you for your trust to share your precious, irreversible resource called time, your presence, your open heart. And thank you so much for choosing to take care of yourself. In this modern world, when we're so busy and doing so many things, sometimes it's almost like a heroic act to take time and space to just listen to your own heart, to your own body, and really honor it. So thank you so much. And how interesting is that Lily completed her introduction to the space with the mantra, just enjoy. This is actually the main mantra from my guru, Guruji Nardanand, who initiated me into Shaktipat and into awakening of Kundalini journey 7 or 8 years ago. And the main mantra of that practice is just enjoy. And basically what it allows you is to embrace absolutely everything. And as you're meditating, you just reminding yourself, like, just enjoy being present. Just enjoy even feeling pain. Like, how can I transmute that? Wow, what a wild human experience. Just enjoy feeling tranquility and so-called boredom. And actually look at every single aspect of this game of life as just a never-ending buffet of sensations, of aha moments. And as we all know, we all have gone through it, I'm sure, at least once. Sometimes our worst situations or hardest rock bottoms becoming the very beginning of our heroic story and of our becoming. And sometimes life is so generous in initiating us into things that we wish we don't have to do, and yet somehow that's exactly the energy that brings us into our highest timeline and something that is truly profound. So in a way, life is forging us into what we came here to be. And so today, I would love to take you through a journey of grounding the root chakra and activating your life force, your Kundalini, through that specific prism. It's actually interesting. In Kundalini yoga, we often say that there are chakras that are interconnected. So root chakra is connected to your third eye, sexual chakra is connected to your throat. Like if your sexual energy is blocked, usually your expression is blocked, or vice versa. And so there's the specific correlations. So in a way, this is the most mundane and almost like unspiritual chakra. Root chakra is just, it's a survival, it's feeling your body, it's shit, quite literal and metaphorical. It's your deepest subconscious stories of survival. It's also your inner child. And so if our inner child in our body doesn't feel safe or doesn't feel fully embraced, it's pretty hard to go anywhere higher than that. And I actually must admit that for me, this chakra has been, in a way, sometimes the hardest, because I personally tend to fly to very heightened spaces on a regular basis. I very easily enter states of meditations and very mystical sensations, and you'll experience some of them today during our practice. And yet I ignored the root chakra up until the last. Like, I was just like, this is not my thing. I'll figure it out, the logistics, later. And then exactly when it would be the most important moment of me to feel safe and grounded, to allow that mystical opening to just be protected, this is exactly when I would so-called self-sabotage myself. And so through the series of very specific experiences in my life, I've grown to actually develop a high level of respect for this chakra, for this energy, and just really recognizing that no, there's no shortcuts. There's a certain level, a certain journey of evolution that is happening with our bodies, with our consciousness, and if we respect it, and if we honor every single part within us, then the expansion and awakening can be really beautiful and inspiring. And vice versa, if we just ignore it and rush it, or this kind of like disregard it as like not as important, that's usually when we have to actually come back and take care of it. So exactly. It's like a tree, right? The wider the branches you want to have, the stronger winds you want to develop the capacity to withhold, well, then the deeper roots you have to ground into the earth. And I feel today, we're going through such a wild time where humanity is overcoming just like a massive reconstruction situation, and we can see all the corrupted systems are crumbling, and yet they're fighting to the hardest to keep themselves in control. And a lot of humans are kind of swallowed by that, certainly just consequences in which they end up being. And so in those rough moments when we kind of just don't know what can happen, anytime there could be another natural disaster, designed or not designed by humans. There could be another implementation of digital IDs that now you cannot travel. There could be another virus coming through hot. There could be another war that imposed out of nothing. Like, right? Like we really know that. Like this is where the world we're at. And so knowing that there is not much of grounded safety currently right now on this planet, the only safety that we can actually guarantee to ourselves is inside of our own body and inside of our own consciousness. That's truly our own only home. And of course, nature. If you have an opportunity and you have the intelligence and the tendency and the heart remembrance, of course you come back to the elements. And sometimes all it takes is just to sit under the tree, hug that tree, and boom, you brought back to that remembrance of that Mother Earth is here to hold us. And actually, last time when I was holding 2 weeks ago this Zoom here on the webinar with this beautiful New Mind Start family, I was about to go on a vision quest in nature, and I finished it. So it was 4 days in wild nature alone, no roof, no tent, nothing, just me and a blanket. And 48 hours out of that is dry fasting, sleeping under the sky, under the tree, trusting that I'm safe, whether it's snakes or ants or whatever may come through, and a couple of plastic bags in case it's going to rain really heavily, which sometimes happens in Bali where I live. So I at least would cover it over my kind of body and wait until the rain passes. And so for 48 hours to dry fast and sit in the wild nature and sleep in the wild nature alone, far out enough from all the people that if anything happens to me, and even if I scream, nobody will come to save me. That experience really just reminded me of actually how profoundly safe I am and how the nature is actually very loving. And this is our true mother. And it's here to hold us if we let ourselves even consider that we are the elements. We are the children of Mama Gaia. And that's partially why I was also inspired to guide this webinar and name it Root Chakra and the Inner Child, because I just remembered very viscerally in my body over 48 hours being held by Mama Earth and sleeping on the ground and feeling the elements and hearing all kinds of, creatures or some insects or whatever was flying around, or leaves falling down, and hearing the sound. It's like somebody approaching me, or is it just the leaves in the jungle? Like, it was so interesting to see how in the beginning any programs of fear might rise to the surface, but actually nature is safe in many ways, even more safe than being around humans these days. So basically that's my inspiration, why I wanted to share it with you guys. And so before we begin into our practice and a bit of a learning about what Kundalini Yoga is, for those of you that might be joining for the first time, I would love to hear from all of you. So please write down your name, where you're coming from, and what is that within you that sparked your interest, your curiosity to join us today? Maybe what do you know about Kundalini Yoga so far, or have you met me before or not? But really, what is it about this topic today, about Kundalini, that made you curious to be with us today? And maybe you can write even very specific intention, like, I would love to learn this. I would love to experience this. I would love to maybe let go of this. So just take a few moments to type. I will play for us a beautiful music of connection and presence. Take a look at our messages.
हम ही हम ब्रह्म हम ही हम ब्रह्म हम ही हम ब्रह्म हम ही हम ब्रह्म हम ही हम ब्रह्म
All right, beautiful people, I'm gonna read out loud.
हम ही हम ब्रह्म हम ही हम ब्रह्म
All right. I'm just gonna read out loud to feel the energy, and some of you are still tapping. Please feel free to share. I love it because it really kind of aligns us all into one family energy, one space, so we can tune in into each other and start receiving actually what needs to be received in a space. So I'm just going to read. Sana, sunny regards from Switzerland. So nice to be here again. Welcome, Sana. Veronica from Ireland. Full moon and the inner child healing. Beautiful, yes. Natasha, I would love to let go of fear of life, of being seen. That's powerful. Hannah, I would love to experience the Kundalini awakening. Yes, girl. Why not, right? Let's go for it. I'll speak into it more. And invite full abundance. Why not? Look at life. Earth is so abundant. It's given us everything we need. Irena, I want to give my inner child the love I did not get as a little girl. Beautiful. Victoria, I want to feel Kundalini energy. Laila, hello, I'm Laila from Romania, and I would love to experience the Kundalini awakening. Hi, Laila, it's so good to see you. Dali, integrate more self-awareness and neutral awareness into my everyday life. Beautiful. Shakedown, it's probably from Turkey. Yes. My first Kundalini practice experience was with your sessions in New Month Start. I have started it a month and a half ago. Do it every day. Today I just finished my Kundalini session. Beautiful. Welcome, love. And so the email, and here I am. Wow, full on. Let's go for it. Why stop now? Dustin, good to see you, love. I met Dustin in the boot. I would like to reconnect to my Kundalini practice, which was stopped many years ago. Welcome back. Didier, bonjour, hello, thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Samantha in London to embrace pre-full moon energy. Beautiful. Dali Borka from US, always wanted to learn Kundalini Yoga, Bhakti and Kriya Yoga so far. Need to more work on my root chakra and inner child healing. Beautiful. Very specific. I love it, guys. You're all so clear. Anna in Sweden, not so much the Kundalini. Actually, I've never liked Kundalini Yoga. I have met a lot of people who feel the same way. But I'm curious of the topic and to do something somatic together with others. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Anna. Elliot, I'm from France and met you at Leo Stoke. Hi, Elliot. Welcome, welcome. Root chakra is really about feeling safe in the body, and this is what I need. So thank you. First time Kundalini practice. Amazing. Welcome to the space, Elliot. So glad you're here. Iris, tuning in from Colombia. Iris. I've studied with Aliciana before. Love her field and the practice of Kundalini Yoga. Welcome, beauty. I felt called to join today and to tend to my roots, my sense of grounding, and be supported, providing safety for my inner child. Happy to be here. Beautiful. Nita from France. Hira, Susanna, Austria, only want to be in a circle and grounding. Beautiful. Wanda, desde Puerto Rico. Welcome, welcome, beauty. Karina, I had a spontaneous Kundalini awakening when I was 27. Now I need to come back to my power and find happiness. Kathleen, hello, Luciana, and everyone. Blessings from Scotland. I was so inspired by the last session. Thank you so much, beauty. Recovering from autoimmune conditions and chronic fatigue. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome to the healing space. Dylan from China would like to experience Kundalini awakening on a special full moon day. Thank you. Thank you so much, dear. Anna, could someone please say how long the duration of this call is? Yes, about, to be realistic, 2 hours. Like, I officially was supposed to finish it within an hour and a half, but I always go a little extra and just allow the spaciousness to ask questions, to linger, to ground back into this reality. So if you can, if it's possible, create a spaciousness from now on for 2 hours. I know it's always like the length of it can scare some people away, but I always prefer depth over quick thing when you're not going to experience it enough, you know, like since we're already here, might as well experience it at a pretty profound level. Stacy, we are God, hailing from Florida, beautiful. Sharing the Kundalini teachings here since 2001. Beautiful, amazing, desiring to connect the Sun, guys, the Taurus supermoon approaching. Yes, 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 yes. I love that you mentioning that in the specifics. Inessa, hello. Luciana, hi, beauty. I love Kundalini for 5 months, and you're amazing, my first teacher. Welcome back, Inessa. Good to see you, Inessa, and also Edis and Lila, and also Antonescu. There's like some of my students are here, so it's so beautiful, guys, to see the Sangha coming back here. So precious. Bogna, to unravel the version of myself that can heal myself and the world around me. Beautiful. Tali from Switzerland, Satnam, Atomiti, Akirasin. Yes, may all beings be happy. Free and we merge as one family. Wonder, help the world that is in a crisis. Irina, we've met before. Yes, Peter, I would like to feel more grounded in my body. Sometimes I feel dizzy, need to do some blood tests, I guess. Part of it. It's amazing how my Kundalini energy, Didier, is awakened now to be here. Yes, the field is already working. That's part of the magic, for sure. Sana, Cecilia, I'm interested about our energy and spiritual, I guess, journey. For me, Kundalini yoga is one of the yoga styles that bring me closer to my goals. Last time after a practice, I felt so good. Yes, yes, yes. Talk slower. Sounds good, Paula. Thanks for the suggestion. Pamela is also here. Oh my goodness. So see you guys all. So good to see you. Yes, when I get excited, Kundalini running through me fast. All right, beautiful people. Let me just turn off the music for a moment so there's no background noise. But actually, you know what we should do? We should just... Okay, I will give you a little introduction and then we're gonna dance because that's part of the root chakra, in fact, is to actually allow our body to be moved, to feel wild, to feel fully activated. So, my beautiful people, I turn off now the thing. So yeah, guys, this is really special, I have to say, with the full moon. For those of you that don't follow the moon cycles, just to give you a bit of an intro, you know, we go through every moon cycle on this planet is around 29 and a half days, and we women bleed in accordance with the moon. Even if we all now bleed at a different time, we still do it every moon cycle. And so actually, before the Gregorian takeover calendar occurred, we were actually in full sync with the elements, meaning we were actually dancing with what was going on around us in the sky and honoring all its ebbs and flows. And then when the new calendar was created, that actually became the dissonance and disconnection from nature, among a few other things. And so this is actually also why this current training that I just started leading, Levolution training, which if you guys want to jump into Super Last Train, you still can. We just had one call. It's a 7 moons instead of 7 months training, and we have a call around every new moon and every full moon. So why do we do that? On the new moon, we launch in our new energy, we set up new intentions, we arrive with a clean house. We usually fast around that time. We clean up our house, we prepare, and we set very clear intentions, hopefully through the practice, through the prayer, and in a way plant seeds into this reality, into our mind. And then for the next 2 weeks, you really show up for it with all of you. And in a more mundane language, we can say, as a coach, like, set your priorities and really show up for it and just do it. You know, it could be said in such a simple language, but really it's a more of a communion, it's a devotion with the spirit itself and using the elemental force. And as the moon growing, meaning its reflection being expanded for us humans to see from the planet Earth, it's as if there's more and more awareness being revealed to us, more and more light available for us. And so as the build-up happening, your highest level of recognition and realization and lessons that you've acquired over this weeks hit at the full moon. And I'm sure you've seen some people go a little crazy on full moon and they get a bit more intentional, it's a bit more intense. You could say the full moon is when everybody is having a period, not just women. It's like the whole planet is arriving into the fullness of recognition, the fullness of understanding. And for those of us that have been following, let's say, a wrong course of action, or haven't been listening to our intuition, or have been taking actions that are not fully aligned with us, we may be feeling a little bit frustrated, or so to speak, just like too fed up with stuff by the full moon. And for others of us who actually set the intentions that were super clear and correct on the new moon, and we actually showed up for it with our presence, with our actions, with our prayers for the next 2 weeks, on a full moon we may be celebrating. We may be, so to speak, will be harvesting the energy that we gave ourselves to. And so now we have in kind of in a way the completion of this moon cycle. The full moon will be on November 5th. And depending on what astrology also, it reveals to you different signs. So somebody mentioned Taurus full moon. Yes, it's a Taurus full moon per Western astrology. And per Vedic astrology, it is today actually the full moon of Aries. So this is another interesting kind of a conundrum with what's the difference between Vedic and Western astrology. I'm not an astrologer, but I've learned it just enough for me to rely on it. And when I go deeper, I just hire my astrology reader and go into the deepest knowing. But from what I understand from my teachers so far is that in the Western astrology, they kind of assumed that the center of the planet, of this universe, is kind of like the Earth. And then they count calculations based on that. While Vedic astrology actually dealing with what's actually in the sky and giving you that sign to connect to, like what's actually the constellation is happening in the sky. So it's kind of an interesting switch. They said like, and the reason why is because in the Western astrology, and it's also connected to the Gregorian calendar, humans assume that they're the center of the universe. And they also think that their most important sign in their chart is the sun sign. And sun sign is the sign of ego. While in a Vedic astrology, they don't think they're the center of the earth. At least our system, it's the sun, and everything is connection to the sun. But then they're looking at the eastern star, your ascendant. And your ascendant is what's the highest timeline, what is that your soul came here to learn. And that is in the Vedic astrology is much more important than your sun, your ego. So it's just it's a lot of technical details, and and this is not what this call is for, but I just wanted to give you context because for Western astrology today, we have, not today, in a few days, we will have the full moon in Taurus, and in the Vedic astrology, the energy is in Aries. Regardless, we will be connecting to the safety of inner child, and it's interesting because Taurus, it is all about comfort and safety and groundedness and coziness, and making the space at your home, for example, very beautiful. Like maybe buy yourself a new bedding, maybe set up your home in a new way and buy new flowers and set up the incense and candles or something that actually makes you feel like you are like almost like a royalty or majesty, and you're at your own home and you walk in and you feel incredible. But also, for example, with Aries, this is more of an initiating, a penetrating energy. It's the ones who takes action, who has the courage to lead. Well, if your inner child is unsafe, you ain't gonna lead anything. You're scared. So regardless of, of what angle you want to look through it right now, today, we're just going to keep coming back that we ground in the root chakra, and we're arriving with you into realizations that you have had in your life over the last 12 days, because the full moon is in 2 days. So I just welcome you for a moment now. Before we go any further, just close your eyes, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Start ground in the body, relaxing your face, your chest, your shoulders, your belly. Relax everything. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. And now I just welcome you gently to scan with your mind your last 12 days. I'm just going to gently tune in. How did it feel from the perspective of safety within your body, relaxation, Was there any goals that were intended to be achieved over the last 12 days, and how's it going? Or maybe you felt restless and you didn't set any goals and just felt like a bit of a all over the place. Just acknowledge what is. There's no judgment, there's no harshness. It's just genuine, kind of gentle assessment of where you're at. And as you're assessing that, I welcome you to tune in. You have 2 more days to kind of run with that energy of the full moon, of arriving to some kind of a completion of the cycle. And so tune in what would feel really good in your body and for your inner child to do in the next 2 days to create a sense of correct completion and safety. And it could be anything from maybe doing some phone calls with somebody that you've been putting off and you just, like, okay, this maybe will be uncomfortable conversation, but once it's done, it's going to feel so much better. Or maybe it's just finally sending those emails and just taking a step forward towards something you've been wanting to do a long time and you've been lingering and a little bit scared and because of it procrastinating, and you're just saying, you know what, I'm going to give myself a gift in the grounding of my energy, of my safety, of my courage, of expressing my true nature, and I'm going to do that. Or maybe it could be as simple as next 2 days, I'm going to take a stock of my house and I'm going to make it clean and beautiful, and I'm going to reset some things and I'm going to throw away maybe some things or donate. And I'm just going to take an ownership that my house is a temple, and I'm going to take care of my inner child with utmost care, with good food, good home, maybe just like, I don't know, buy yourself a new outfit that makes you feel really good, or take yourself in the nature. Whatever it is that would make you feel really good, like tune in, what would that be? Beautiful. And now in this energy, gently allow yourself to come back. I will give you a bit of a more context about the root chakra and what does that really mean from Kundalini yoga perspective and many perspectives. This is one chakra that I would say I unpack the most during my webinars, simply because I also make introduction on the trainings that I lead, and it's the first chakra. So some of you already have seen this presentation, so just allow yourself to go even deeper with that. In Russian we have a saying that the true learning, the repetition is the mother of learning. So the deeper this knowledge goes into your body, into your system, the deeper the embodiment becomes. So just allow it to be that, the remembering. And as I'm guys going to be giving you this context about those chakras, especially the root chakra, keep tuning back to the intentions that you just felt, the recognition, how is your life unfolding. And then from that space, we will enter into the practice itself today. So it will be quite actually informative journey today. So let's dive right in. I'll share with you some of my kind of like presentations that I've been sharing for a while now with the world. Let's see if the Wi-Fi will allow me, and if not, I guess I will guide it through my words, but let's see if it actually loads. Perfect. So root chakra, and just like already allow yourself intuitively receive it a little bit. It's a red color. It's the color of the blood. It's our body. It's our first entrance into this reality, right? Like before we're born, we are just the soul flying in space, looking or choosing its parents, choosing its vessels through which it will come through. And then once it's arriving, they say like the fetus is the first part of the body that is actually getting shaped and formed. And that is our beginning of our human experience in this game of life as we know it. So root chakra is where it all starts. And from Sanskrit, it means Muladhara, or root or foundation. And this sign is the four structure sign. It kind of signifies, like a table. It has 4 legs. It has this strength, this power. And in the center of it is the sign of Om, the universal vibration that is moving through every object alive, be it human or plant or anything. And in the center of it, there's an inverted triangle that looking down. This is the sign of the Shakti. This is where we root our energy in our lower chakras. So just so you can sense the symbology of this specific energy. And in a physical location, for men, I will welcome you now, men and women, to pulsate and to sense that part of the body. So for men, the root chakra is connected inside of your perineum, between your scrotum and anus areas. So I welcome you to gently start maybe squeezing it and letting it go, squeezing it and letting it go, and actually sensing when you start pulsating a little bit faster, and then you let go and you relax, and it just sort of already vibrates on its own and you can sense it. And for ladies, it's on the posterior side on the tip of the cervix. So you can start gently squeezing vagina and kind of just feeling the energy there, and then doing it a little bit faster, and then holding it, and then letting it go. And just noticing that this is where the energy is. This is, if you want to start to awaken your Kundalini yoga, this is where it starts. And at some point, you become so familiar with that part of the body, the pulsation of the energy becomes strong enough, and hopefully you're also showing up in your life outside of Kundalini yoga practice, meaning you're grounded, you're cleaning your house, you're showing up for your commitments, because really every Kundalini yoga practice is connected to actually your actions. Also, I don't know if the screen is being shared or not. Do you guys see it or you didn't see it? It actually says that it was paused. So I'm gonna take a look again. So hold on a second. I'm gonna take a look at the comments again. Okay, you couldn't see it. Okay, so then I'll just share it with you guys through words. It's not as necessary, and it's definitely anchored in my body forever, this teaching. So basically just start sensing in the lower organs, either in the perineum between anus and scrotum, or for ladies in your vagina on the tip of the cervix. Kind of just sense that energy. And so this is also just as you feel in that energy, you can close your eyes and just feel it to pulsate it. This is also the energy of Saturn or Mars. So it's a very kind of a intense ground, but also grounding energy. Hence why Aries and Taurus, right? Like they're all next to each other, whichever astrology you're looking at. So Saturn, it's a more of a grounding Taurus energy, and Mars, it's a more of a Aries, fierce energy of penetration, of coming through. So it's a grounding energy. And so when you're feeling unsafe or ungrounded, let's say when you felt, let's say, not treated well as a child, or you didn't feel safe as a child growing up, or maybe your parents like disregarded your opinion often, or maybe even punished you, or maybe even physically hurt you. All of these things now potentially have created dissonance in your body, especially in your root chakra. That means that potentially you are attempting to either fight for validation or trying your best to do something to earn respect, or maybe kind of almost there's a sense of hopelessness that no matter what I do, I'm never fully embraced or welcomed or safe. So this is a very normal reaction of anyone who didn't have a safe childhood. And then, it's extremely important to basically come back to that energy, heal that part within us that felt extremely unsafe as a child, and now become our own parents. And so this is the archetype, inner child parent for the root chakra. And so if we can have the courage to actually touch that potentially very sensitive nerve ending in our psyche and somewhere in our body where for the first time, or maybe many times as children, somewhere along the line, our sense of safety and our sense of respect was hurt or abused, we now need to give it to ourselves. And the beautiful part and the empowering aspect of it, that we can. It doesn't have to run us, we really have the tools. And so today you will experience it through our practice and through a little bit of a hypnotherapy journey. And I'm also actually very excited to share with you one Kriya that I haven't done for a while, definitely not here in the webinars because it's a bit wild, but I just feel like today's the day. So I'm very excited to share it with you all. And I'm just gonna share a little bit. I also see that Amanda was asking, what if you have no longer a cervix? Then it's basically your kind of a feminine aspect starting from uterus and kind of just like going down to the tip of the vagina, that whole complex. Try to kind of just compress it, what is there, and just squeeze it and let it go. Squeeze and let it go. Basically, we women ground this reality ultimately through our wombs, and that's already connected to our sexual chakra, but it's somewhere beneath the womb where the beginning starts in the feminine body. Okay, I'll try to speak even slower. This is a very intense feedback, by the way. I've never heard anyone in my classes like multiple times tell me, slow down. But I will try, thank you. Clearly, I'm very excited about this topic. All right, guys, so let me just give you maybe just a bit more context about Kundalini Yoga, and then we will dive with you into the practice, because ultimately all of this sketch has got to be experienced in the body. Stories are just stories. But ultimately, Kundalini Yoga, for those of you that are joining today for the first time, is a mystical technology, yogic set of specific practices. It's called Kriyas, that ultimately are opening up your body vessel and heal your body vessel and expand its capacity to hold higher level of energy. So imagine if you are the vehicle, you are the vessel, or so-called the cylinder, your body that is connected to the earth and to the sky. If each of your chakra is blocked, it's like there's this entangled pain in different parts of the body. And so the stream of light, the life force, cannot come through fully. And then what it means is you're operating on a very basic level, just on your root chakra, for example, and still in survival. Or maybe just a little bit on a sexual energy, but only on the arousal level, but very small. Basically, it means the life force can't come through. So you have a potentiality to be radiant and powerful and creative and full of energy, and yet the energy may be blocked. And so what Kundalini Yoga does, it opens up those energetic centers in your body. It's also connected to your glandular system, right? Glands like pineal gland, thyroid gland, sexual nervous system in the bottom. They're all connected to the chakras, the energetic centers. And so once your energy opens up in that part of the body, your glands start to properly secrete as they maybe have never secreted before. Or they only done it properly when you were a child, but once your energetic body and your emotional body got shut down, that's usually when the chakra closes. And so that is the reason why majority of the humans do not embody their full potential and do not become fully radiant stars. They actually just operate at a very minimum capacity, even though they have the potentiality. And so when we go through each part of the body within the Kundalini Yoga practice, we address those parts. And so each movement goes on for about 3 minutes, and it usually combines the movement of the spine, sometimes forward backwards, sometimes in circular. Why? Because the spine is the very thing that holds your body together, and all the chakras or energy centers are correlated to specific parts exactly along the spine. So when you open up the spine, you open up your whole body, and if there's any stuck energy or any pain or stagnation, the energy actually starts moving. Then we'll also do a lot of deep breathing. That's like the oil for the machine, you know, like if there is no movement, nothing can be healed. So when we start breathing deeper, the energy of oxygen, but really it's prana, your life force, start entering into the parts of your body that previously have not been touched or haven't been touched for a very long time. And so in that way, you allow your body to actually maybe for the first time feel very alive. And you will see today through the practice, you will start experiencing tingles in your body or goosebumps or some really interesting sensations, maybe even arousal. A lot of things can start happening. So just allow yourself to sense it all and enjoy it all. Like how we began today with the mantra, just enjoy. Then we also have mudras. So in mudras, we sometimes hold fingers in specific positions. Why are we doing that? There's also energetic channels here in our bodies, especially in our hands. Those are healing devices over here, which is why Reiki exists. And we all can heal our own body and other people's bodies. And so we start activating energetic circuits moving through our body. And when we move hands in specific mudras, we're also starting the flow of the energy that previously is not so done, right? Because we usually, our hands are down. And so when you start doing some things in Kundalini, right in your hands, you're opening up the channels here that are opening up your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your whole system. And you quite literally feel this massive surge of life force and sensations coming through. And it's all correlated. The more your body opens up, the more your consciousness opens up, and vice versa. And the final one we use, mantras. And mantras are these mystical devices that code our consciousness and allow our whole life force to get concentrated. You know, like now you think a million of things, like, okay, how long is this class for? She's talking too fast. Is this interesting or not? Should I go get a coffee? You know, whatever the thoughts may be coming. It's a lot of thoughts. And the energy may be moving in all directions. Once you start practicing the thing itself, Kundalini Yoga in this case, and chanting one mantra and only doing that, your whole energy that was leaking all over the place finally start collecting here. And you actually start feeling very powerful and very light because your whole energy is collected and you're not leaking it. We're also closing our eyes in Kundalini Yoga practice. So then your energy, instead of going outward and everywhere we say, whenever your attention flows, your energy goes. So whatever you're thinking about or looking at, this is what you're giving energy to. And vice versa, when you're closing your eyes, going inward into your third eye, or looking upward and inward, you're bringing your life force inward. So this is what Kundalini Yoga does. It allows you first collect your life force and stop leaking it. Then move the energy in your body and expand and heal whatever energetic centers that have been previously blocked. So the life force can move through, kind of like as a water through the rusty pipes. And then finally, the last step is we're expanding the energy in there and allowing more and more of it to shine. And even more advanced level, you then direct that energy towards something you want to create in your life. And so that's why, you know, quite a lot of people in Kundalini Yoga are actually very radiant. Quite a lot of us also can be financially abundant or very expressive because we're quite literally working with energy. And so the more energy we have, the more we can use of it. You know, some people wake up tired, some people sleep 4 hours and don't know what to do with their energies. So, you know, you basically can become a master of your energy and then direct it and heal yourself pretty quickly. And then another really big part that I absolutely love about this practice is that it's totally sovereign. I love that. You know, there's so much personality cult these days, and gurus and teachers that ask and demand of you all kinds of things, and in a way become egregors of energy. And I love with this teaching is that once you learn it, it's yours. Have fun. Go enjoy. Go practice. You know, you don't need me. You don't need anybody else. Just go practice. You know it now. It's such a beautiful power. And then in that way, you don't plug into anyone's energy, and you don't have to deal with the energy if you don't resonate. And of course, if you resonate, if you enjoy it, and like you see some of the students are still coming back because they just want to be part of our team, our Sangha, our soul family. So it's joyful. It actually fills your cup. But ultimately, you don't have to. And I'm a big fan of sovereignty and a big fan of very clean energy. And so once we receive those tools, we can run with them. And so the practice that we guys going to do today, you will receive a recording of this session. You can use it for the rest of your life. So enjoy that as a true gift and a commitment to yourself, to your soul, and to your healing. So I would say, guys, that would be all for today for the explanation. It's time to start practicing. If any of you have any specific burning questions and you're like, I need to know this, then please ask. And if not, then we will start gently beginning. One more thing that I want to mention is that, ladies, if you're on your moon, on your period, instead of very intense breath of fire that we sometimes do in Kundalini, which is it's like breathing out of the nose and using your belly to push it. Instead of that, do long, deep breathing, so then your body is not over-exasperating and you're not overly bleeding. Okay, so that's and the same with pregnancy. If anybody's pregnant and you should not be doing any exercise that in any way bring tension or pain to your belly. So I would say those are the important things to mention. And other than that, let's begin. You guys feeling ready? I hope yes. All right, let's do it. I'm gonna start turning on the music for us. Just also to, in terms of the mantras, just to remember, we open in the practice of always with the same mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Let me actually type it here for you so you can see it. It basically means Ong Namo, O-N-G instead of Om. It means I bow to everything around me, to this creative wisdom of existence, and I fully receive it. So in a way, it's like a feminine sound, Om Namo. And then Guru Dev Namo, it means I bow to my inner guru, to my capacity to give, to create, to engage with this reality. So in a way, you also bow to your masculine nature, your capacity to receive, the feminine, capacity to give, masculine. And guru quite literally means from darkness to light. So you celebrate your capacity to illuminate your unconscious, to become aware, to become from the unknown to the known, to continuously bring more and more light into your life and therefore into the life of others. And Dev means I always do my best. And so Om Namo Guru Dev Namo is this beautiful acknowledgement and celebration of your harmony and of your inner union. And we always close the practice and often chant the same mantra, which is Sat Nam, which quite literally means I am truth. Truth is my identity. I always follow my intuition. And in this mantra, we connect to that innate intelligence that is just really within our body. And this is another beautiful part about Kundalini Yoga. In the beginning, I can share with you, some books and some points of reference for you to start studying this mystical system. But ultimately, once you start opening up your nervous system and your channel, you receive all the knowledge from the inside. And I know for some of us it may seem very audacious, like, what do you mean we don't need to study from someone else, tell us what to do or what to think or where we could get it from? But really, no, it's all inside of us. And we are incredibly powerful beings. And once the whole nervous system opens up, we literally have a direct access to cosmic wisdom. And then it's just your way of how you want to express it. Some people express it through poetry, some people through music, some people through different things. And then you lean into that tendency and you practice, but ultimately the innate seed of that intelligence and that goodness is already inside of your body. And yes, guys, you can definitely chant with me. When we're going to do one mantra, I will just be asking all of you to mute your mics so then we don't turn into cacophony here. And then you'll be chanting in your own home, in your own space, and I'll be chanting here with you. All right, guys, let's dive right in. We have another like an hour and 10 minutes or so left. So we will practice for about 50 minutes. And after that, linger and connect to each other. Yes, there will be the replay, Karina, so you can enjoy it after. And just for those of you guys know, Lily, maybe just drop all the links right now. I will allow, for those of you that feel inspired, maybe after you practice, you continue for yourself, to join, if you feel inspired, to join the 7 months training that I'm just started. And we just had only one call, so you can still catch up with us and just watch the replay. It's a really profound training of Kundalini Yoga, of deep Sangha connection, 2 Zoom calls a week, really profound experience. And I put it on a massive discount, or like 70% off discount on my platforms right now because it was just my birthday. And I'm allowing people to experience it. And people can even join it per 1 month and try it just for 1 month. And if it works for you, then you can join us for longer time. So Lina, maybe you can drop all the things. So then for those of you guys that are living, you can reach out. And there also, Lily will share with you guys my email address and also my Instagram tag. So then you can reach out to me. Ultimately, just the last final thing I will say about this sales part is that if you want to join the trainings or practice with me or anything at all, this is a big part of the way I do things is I always allow everybody to join, and I give everybody a payment plan or a discount. And sometimes some people join my trainings from India and some people join my trainings from America, and it's a very different level of income. And I never turn anyone down because I believe if somebody really wants to practice and they're honest and genuine with me that this is what they can contribute to the space, as long as it's not complete zero, because there has to be some kind of exchange, I always welcome everybody into the training. So I just want you to know that I feel money should never be the obstacle for joining such a powerful journey as awakening. And I received so much in my life for free from enlightened masters, and I consider myself ridiculously blessed, and therefore I'm continuing to carry on those blessings as well. And by the way, for my students training, I will introduce everybody to my guru on Zoom, and he will give everybody direct personalized blessing. And I just have to say, in my personal life, when I received his blessing 7 years ago, it completely changed my life, and my life never been the same. So there is truly something actually beyond cost that happens. It's something that can change the whole trajectory of life when you start opening up your life force. So that's all I will share about that. Lily, thank you so much for sharing all the information. For those of you guys, if you want to keep it, you can copy and paste all of those links and then reach out later. Our next Zoom call for our group training will be this Friday, so you have a few days to decide on tuning. And I will start gently turning our music. So give me just a moment here to connect to the sound system in my computer. Just a moment. Okay. Which one do I want to do here? I think we're gonna do magic. Alright guys, so I welcome you. Very gently. Start settling into the space that feels cozy and comfortable. So for some of us, it is basically kind of like sitting, maybe cross-legged in a way that feels just good for the body. Ideally on a yoga mat or a pillow, but something in a way that feels cozy enough, comfortable enough, gives some kind of a support under your back so you feel good. So let's just start gently getting familiar with the body. Before we begin the official mantra opening, just stretch the body. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And circle your spine one other way. And start gently finding the parts in your body that been maybe a little bit stagnated, maybe in a little bit of pain, and just breathing into that space. And gently maybe rise the hands into the sky and then stretch once in any way that feels good. Open up the rib cage. And then gently move to the other side, stretch as well. And then gently open up the hands to the sky, to the earth. Open up your neck and stretch back.
Diana,
Yes.
can you please lower the music because it's louder than your voice?
Yes,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Yeah.
Yes, just stretch back a little bit backwards. Take a deep breath in into the opening. And from this space, gently come back here. And we're settling in into this Maha Mudra, which means very straight spine. Top of the head is aiming into the sky. Chin is slightly tucked in. You're sitting like this majestic, beautiful Buddha. Hands are on your knees. And everything else is completely relaxed. And so just scan it. Your face, no more tension. Your neck, your chest. You're completely relaxed. Witness the presence. Beautiful. And now from this space, let's start gently rubbing the hands together. Come you here to confirm and set that clear intention for your inner child, to connect to your innocence, to connect to the safety in your body, to the trust and to the elemental nature, that you're being held by God, by Mama Gaia, that you're strong and powerful enough to feel protected and safe in the body. And rub the hands quickly. And settle in it in front of your heart once the intention is confirmed. Focus on the third eye point on the eyebrows, looking upward and inward. And taking a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Relaxing all the parts in the body. Another deep breath in through the nose. Very slowly. And then again, deep breath out. And we're going to chant the mantra Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Om Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Om Gurudev Namo. Deep breath in. Hold the breath, lock the root lock, which means squeeze your anus, your sexual organs, your low abdominals, hold it. Hold your breath, open your shoulders, focus on mid-eyebrow point, eyes closed, stay here. Present, connected to the inner center. And a deep breath out. Relax for a few moments, meditate. Allow yourself to gently ground into natural presence. When the breath becomes naturally slower, deeper, the pauses between the breaths are also elongating, and you're noticing how everything just drops in a really beautiful, grounded way. Beautiful. And from this space, we slowly, gently transition into our first practice, which is cat and cow. We always do that to activate our spine and to move all the stagnated energies in our spine. So welcome you to get on your fours, hands right under your knees and hands right under your shoulders and knees right under your hips like a grounded table. And then deep breath in, bringing your head and hips up. And a deep breath out and bringing everything down and fully closing out and touching with your belly button, your spine. Very empty. And again, deep breath in, bringing everything upward. And a deep breath out, everything back. Match it with the breath, breathing in when you're going up, breathing out when you're going down. Breathe through the nose. And now chant the mantra in your mind. Sat Nam. Sat Nam, which again means I am truth. Truth is my identity. And you connect to your personal, deeper soul's truth. So no thoughts come, just the mantra. 3 minutes. Enjoy. Eyes are closed. speeding up, even faster, stronger movements, upward and inward, and stronger breaths. Really go for it for the next minute and a half. Beautiful. And now take a deep breath in, bring your head and hips up, hold the breath. Stay here. Gently breathe out and close down, become empty. Hold the breath when you're totally empty. And a deep breath in back into the center. And a deep breath out and go into the child's pose. Hands in the prayer, third eye on the floor. Open up your legs a little bit, relax your belly and fully surrender and let go for 30 seconds in child's pose. Complete surrender. Slowly, gently, no rush, come back into the position how we began. And here we're going to move into our next practice of activating our upper channels. This is another classic exercise I pretty much always give because it's just so great. You bring in the shoulders up and down, and you let go with the breath. So it's breath in when you go up, breath out when you go down. And I welcome you, alter the nose, and welcome you to see how you drop in your non-helpful thoughts, your unhelpful patterns, your relationships that leave their course and it's time to let it go or transmute it into a new form. And just really feel like you're clearing the house. Focus on the third eye point for 2.5 minutes. Let's go. Strong, powerful. Last 30 seconds, the strongest, most powerful movement. The stronger you can do it, just do it. And a deep breath in, bring your shoulders up, hold it. Hold the breath, your root lock, focus on the third eye point, stay here. And let go with the sound. And just relax and meditate for a few moments. Beautiful. And from this space, let's open up our spine. Another, in these webinars, I reveal a lot of classic practices because you gotta begin with the base. This is another base. We start to move in circles, and I really welcome you to open up the parts of your spine that haven't been opened up for a while. So find the places and breathe into it. Deep breath in, going forward, deep breath out, going backwards. And let's first start to the left against the clock, and after that we will switch. Okay? So just find your own flow. And I welcome you to imagine how you're clearing the house. You're clearing anything that has lived their course. First we're cleaning, then we're building. Focus on the third eye point, eyes closed, enjoying. And feel like you're stirring the energy, you're opening up the channels, women connected at inner witch and men connected at inner wizard. We're all masters of energy if we choose to be. Feel like you're opening up the vessel, opening up the energy pathways. And now gently switch the direction to your right, clockwise. And now welcome you to see the reality in which your inner child feels safe. How would you walk around the world? How would you share yourself? How would you speak when you feel safe? And now start embodying and seeing that reality so clearly and breathe into it with all of you. Gently meet yourself somewhere in the center. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, open the spine, and put the fingers in Gyan Mudra, where index finger meets the thumb. Hold it. Lock your root lock, which means squeeze your anus, your sexual organs, your lower abdominals. Hold it all together. And a deep breath out. So in this moment of letting go, allow yourself to truly drop in into the natural meditation, deep presence, even for a few moments. Beautiful. And from this space, I welcome you to very gently start rising into the vertical position, and we're going to do something more proactive with our body because it's our root chakra. So no rush, just allow yourself to readjust to new adventure. So we're going to do this practice. It's called Kundalini March. You put your hands, fingers in Gyan Mudra, and then basically when we do the step upwards, we run the hands up and then down, up and down, up and down. And when you bring the hands up and legs up, you breathe in. And when you put it down, you breathe out, all through the nose. And I'll play an amazing music. And I welcome you to kind of get into the vibe. It's a dance. It's a celebration of life. And I welcome you to feel the strength in your body and a celebrity to really shine with all of you. Because this is what it's ultimately about, for our inner child to feel safe to play. Let's go for it. Last 10 seconds, then jump, dance the biggest way with all of your heart. Beautiful. And now on the last breath, take a deep breath in and bring your hands up. Hold the breath, hold the hands. And a deep breath out with the sound. Ah, relax and meditate standing. Witness your energy body, your radiance, your beauty in your position, in your presence. So this is how we're giving ourselves our power back. We're starting to feel our body, to feel our breath, and bringing our attention inwards and actually listening to our sensations in our hearts. And from this space, we will activate our solar plexus by doing a specific movement. The hands will be outward and the palms looking down. And the legs are a little bit wider than the shoulder length. And we're going to be taking a deep breath in the center and breath out, go one way, looking upwards. And then again, deep breath in here and breathe out the other way. And find like a good rhythm. The key is using your belly, your solar plexus for strength. So it's not your hands that are really moving. It's your belly that is so powerful, your solar plexus, that it's moving your body. And the rest of the body is just here for the ride. And so breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Focus on the third eye point, eyes are closed. reach yourself in the center. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out, relax. Let go and meditate. Beautiful. And now when you're ready, slowly, gently allow yourself to anchor back into the sitting position, have it begun. And just witness yourself. Keep your eyes closed. Relax your body and just witness how does it feel to sit after the energy has been moved. And this is our ultimate key, is to start anchoring within our presence so deeply that we finally stop abandoning ourselves, because we're actually listening. We're actually feeling our body moment by moment, and our intuition and our sensations, that there's never self-betrayal, there's never self-abandoning. It requires that moment by moment presence. And so next movement, I welcome you to put the hands in Gyan Mudra, another classic opening of the heart. Without the heart, we can't do much here. The hands in Gyan Mudra, and we're gonna breathe in and move into the left, and breathe out and move into the right. So it's, and I welcome you to really open up your heart. Maybe stretch it even a little bit if there's any tension. That's normal. We humans sometimes hunch when we feel grief. Gently stretch it out. And then when you begin, allow the velocity of the movement expand you more and more. Receive more love, give more love. Receive, give, and tune in. Where's your heart ready to truly open up and shine love and awareness? Eyes are closed. Now very slowly, very gently soften the center. Take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, lock the root block, and stay here with an open heart, remembering that we are love and awareness, that we're capable to embody love just because we are love, not because something externally causing us love. Connect to that infinite resource. And a deep breath out, let go, surrender, meditate. And in the space, maybe give yourself a good hug as an acknowledgement of your inner child, creating an energy of safety, of kindness within your own body, anchoring into the universal love with the spirit itself in the human body, feeling held by spirit. And from this space, gently open up your arms like a beautiful bird or like a phoenix that is rising from ashes. Palms are looking upwards. And we're going to start moving in a backward way by opening up our shoulders more and more as if we're rising from ashes yet again. And we're doing the breath of fire. Focus on the third point. At the end of it, we're going to put the head back and stay there for a moment to open up our whole nervous system. And right now, start gently moving the hands, breath of fire, and feel the expansion. 2 minutes. Get into the rhythm of the song and dance with your hands. And now deep breath in, hands holding, and gently putting the head back, opening up the heart, breathe. And only when you're ready, very slowly, very gently, bring the hands back. Relax them on your knees and meditate. Witnessing your presence, your relaxation, your expanded love and awareness. Coming back to that very safe, rare loving space in the body. It's our direct connection to God, to Source, to Spirit that is always here to hold us and to remind us of our beauty and our divinity and our innocence. From this space, we're going to move into 2 more little movements before we go into the finale Kriya, a very powerful one. We're going to rise the hands, another classic one. Breath of fire, hands 60 degrees, big thumbs are out, little fingers on the pillows. And we do breath of fire. Focus on the third eye point and imagine your power, your strength, your divinity, your light shining brighter and brighter. Go for it. Now gently take a deep breath in and bring the hands upwards. Connect the big thumbs together, open the rest of the fingers wide, hold the breath, lock the root lock, stay here. Keep holding the hands, breathe out with mouth open, breathe in with mouth open. Hold the breath, hold the root lock, third eye, and meet yourself in the fullness and the totality of your being, right here. And when you're ready, gently let go. Breathe out, let go, meditate. Witness your presence. And here we're going to gently move our neck 4 very slow, very gentle circles to the left, and then 4 slow circles to the right. At your own pace, breathe very slowly, very deeply, and find the places in your neck that give you that extra love to yourself, extra care. And from the space, gently, slowly come back to the center. Fingers in Gyan Mudra. Take a deep breath in. Hold it. And a deep breath out. Hold the breath when you are empty. And again, deep breath in. And a deep breath out. And from this space, I'm going to connect with you to our final Kriya, in which I welcome you to connect to our Divine Mother, to our earthly mother, our human mother, the cosmic mother that is holding all the elements. Even imagine the mother that birthed planet Earth, that mother. So I welcome you to get on your fours, kind of almost an animalistic primal position. And in a way, kind of like get comfortable. Maybe it's very close to the ground. Maybe it's like standing on your hands. And basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saying Ma, 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 non-stop. And we're basically going to be hitting with our hands the ground, and we're going to be connecting with our some of the most sensitive nerve endings on our palms. We're going to be connecting to the ground, to the Mama Earth, and calling in the mother within us. I don't know how your mother raised you. Some of us have a great relationship with our mothers, some of us not so much. And just calling into that connection, to that primal, primordial wisdom that is birthing us here, and evoking the love, evoking the care. And I welcome you to really get, so to speak, weird and shamanic and crazy, and really allow the chant the mama, mama, mama sound. And if the tears come, and if any rage comes, or grief, or goodness, or laughter, let it. Really let all the emotions come. This is your top practice for today's journey of activating the inner child and the connection to the inner parent. And the mother is a very important parent in here. So let's connect to that energy. Close your eyes and we begin. Ma, ma. Thank you, God. Last 30 seconds, take the deepest connection to the mother, invoke and request what she needs support with. Beautiful. And from this place, very gently come back to the sitting position and just take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then very slowly, gently, start arriving into Shavasana. Lay down into total relaxation. Allow yourself just to simply be. I welcome you to let go of all parts within your body. Maybe shake for a moment your hands and your legs if there's any tension, and then truly, completely let go. Relax. And gently take a deep breath into the heart. Deep breath out. And in the space, I'll gently guide you through a little hypnotherapy journey for your inner child. Allow your body to relax even more, whatever you need to do to fully surrender into this experience. I welcome you to imagine a bright ball light in your heart, like a sun shining in all directions. And as you're breathing in, it becomes bigger. And as you're breathing out, it still becomes bigger. It starts to shine brighter and brighter because your awareness deepening. And then imagine that that bright ball of light starts to expand beyond your body and becomes the size of your body like a sphere, and your body is inside of it, always with a center in your heart. And then it becomes even bigger and becomes the size of the house or the building in which you're in. And imagine including everybody in your love and awareness, everybody in your bright, shining light. And then you grow even bigger and become the size of your town or city in which you're in. And then the size of your country or the island in which you're on. And then it becomes the size of the planet Earth, and you include everything and everyone in your love and awareness, and shining through with your brightness, with your radiance. And then you become the size of our solar system, moving through all the planets, expanding, and all of a sudden expanding beyond the dual game. You enter into non-dual existence where everything is possible. Everything is included. There is no more separation or this or that, darkness and light. It's just everything. You are everything. And you expand it even more through all planes of existence, through all colors of the rainbow, and becoming the rainbow body. And then expanding even more and embodying the golden light of all the angels and archangels, enlightened masters and teachers that have ever sharing, or will be sharing the beautiful light of love. And you remembering that you are that as well. And then you expanding even more and moving through the bright pink of light that is the light of forgiveness. This is our final gate when we drop all of our resentments, all of our judgments. We let go. And in this space of total let go, I welcome you to surrender into the bright white light. You are the light that is shining in all directions like a beautiful snow on a sunny day, sparkling, so radiant, so bright, so beautiful. Relaxing into that beautiful awareness, remembrance. And in this state of awareness, we gently arrive and connect to our inner child. And I welcome you. Imagine a face of your little one. And that could be any age, whatever age resonates with you in this very moment. Say hi, connect to your inner child. And allow your inner child to choose to respond to you. Maybe your inner child is very friendly and open to you, or maybe is a bit shy. Or maybe she's upset with you because you haven't talked to her or haven't attended to her needs for a few days or maybe for a few years now. Like actually have an honest connection. You know, children are so honest, they never fake. And so connect to your inner child and ask, hey, how are you? I'm here, your custodian, your true protector, true parent that is here to protect your innocence. And as you're chatting with your child, ask, how's your child feeling about you as a parent? Have you been a good parent to your child? And acknowledge if there are moments that you completely forgot about your innocence, about your purity, and ignored your inner child needs. And just offer your child to apologize for ignoring. So gently becoming friends again. And in the space, ask your inner child if he or she can show you the moment and time in childhood where he or she was hurt, or maybe dishonored, or made feel really unsafe. And choose to go back in that time and space, to take back the child's power. Arrive into that moment. Allow yourself to feel the pain, maybe some stress or worry or fear, whatever was going on at the moment. Fully merge with your inner child and feel that cauldron point, that point of transmutation, of potential constriction. Feel it. And now ask your child what he or she needed in that moment. What was needed to be expressed by her or him, and what just needed to happen so the peace and harmony could be restored. And say it. This is what I need. Allow your inner child to stand up for itself. And then witness as you, as the custodian, as a protector, as an adult, come in and stop the pain, make the amends, and protect your child from further pain. And see it being rewritten in your mind as almost an intervention of God, as intervention of angelic forces that come and stop the damage on the right time, and the child starts to feel safe in your own embrace, in your own protection, in your own love. And maybe start whispering or saying in your mind the words of encouragement, of kindness to your inner child, and say, hey, you're safe with me now. I love you. I'm here to hold you. I will never leave you. You're here with me. And start noticing how your inner child starts to gently relax and soften in your own embrace. And maybe your child needed to cry or just needed to be held, acknowledged, lovingly held. And in this space, ask your child, what does he or she need from you going forward? Maybe it's the daily check-ins, maybe it's the ongoing listening to his or her pure wisdom and innocence. Maybe it's having dates with each other and going on adventures and climbing the trees together. Really listen to what is your inner child has got to tell you. That is your connection to your higher self, to the cosmos, is through your inner child. Receive the wisdom, receive the pure, innocent love. Beautiful. And from this space, for the final moment, I welcome you as an adult, as a caring custodian and a loving parent for your own inner child. Make it like an oath. Promise to your inner child to never leave him or her. And I will speak an invocation to the source and take with you what really resonates and let go of whatever doesn't. And just let that be the true reclamation, the anchoring of safety, of love, of protection within yourself. So your inner child can never get hurt by you as an adult in the ego mind, and rather you as a loving parent in the heart, in true presence. And just continue to hold your inner child, and I will speak the invocation. Dear Source, I ask and command that you support us in always staying connected to our inner child, to our true innocence, to our purity. May we never abandon our most innocent part within us. May we always listen and take the steps that truly honor the gentle, tender parts within us. May we act in integrity as the most loving parents our child could ever had. May we make the choices in our work, in our life, coming from this place, so we truly become the vehicle of God, anchored in purity and innocence and innate integrity. May we never lose the spark of playfulness, of mischief, of naughtiness as a true child of God. May we always allow ourselves to follow the curiosity, creativity, and playfulness of the child that is creating and exploring simply because there is an inner spark, instead of chasing the status or trying to show something off. We're simply following our bliss, our innate knowing. And may we always be the safest place for that divine spark within our body. May we always take care of our body on time, of its needs, through good food, through correct movement, through correct rest, through spending time in nature, through closing our eyes, taking a deep breath in, and surrendering, relaxing, through prayer, through communion with the divine on a daily basis. May we attract the souls into our inner circle that support us in honoring our needs, or at least support us in communicating what we need so we can have the courage to express ourselves and be embraced and honored and teach each other how we want and wish to be loved. May we have the courage and audacity to activate inner children in all people around us and become the permissionary sleep into more kindness, more playfulness, more safety, more innocence. May we always remember we are the children of God, and may we walk each other home with grace, courage, mischief, and profound love. Through all times and all dimensions, all levels of existence, through all of our ancestors and through all future generations. Thank you. It is done, it is done, it is done. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Allow the energy of safety, of kindness, of groundedness anchor in your body. Another deep breath in. Deep breath out. And as you relax and breathe in deeply, imagine that this bright infinite light starts to concentrate and move through all the layers of existence and concentrate it on the planet Earth, the town we're in, this building where we're in, and it's entering our body through the crown chakra, our throat, our heart, our belly, sexual organs, through the feet, all the way into the center of the earth, connecting to Mama Earth, feeling her embrace, her abundance, her support with which she's giving us every day everything we need, and the Father Sun that is shining with the warmth, and we're feeling the brilliant abundance of this existence, and gently moving that energy back up from the center of the earth, through the feet, into our body, and anchoring it into the heart in a ball of light. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And as you breathe in, I welcome you to gently move your fingers on your feet and your hands. And take another deep breath into the heart. And when you're ready, gently hug the right knee to your chest and then put it all the way to the left. So you go into the cat twist and stretch your body. So the upper side of the body goes to the right and the twisted knee goes to the left. Opening the back and the hips and deep breath in. And then gently hug the other knee, the left knee to the chest. Put it all the way to the right and twist your upper body to the left. Deep breath in. And then gently hug the two knees to your chest, massaging your lower back. And then gently rock and roll forward and backwards a few times. And then gently, no rush, come back into the sitting position, how we started. And settle in. Relax your body, straighten your spine, relax your hands and enter into meditational state. Acknowledge yourself for everything you've practiced. Acknowledge into recognition of your innocence. And what do you need to do with the next 2 days to anchor safety in the physical realm? To taking care of your home, taking care of some commitments, and really promising to never drop your inner child, never drop your inner innocence. And from this space, let's start gently rubbing our hands together. And I welcome you to deeply feel and express inside of your mind gratitude towards your innocent part. Thank your inner child for continuing to be here even when it's hard. For shining that beautiful, magical, pure spark within you. And when you're ready, press palms one against another, open your chest, straighten your back, focus on the third eye point, and we're going to sing the closing mantra Sat Nam. Long Sat, short Nam. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Deep breath out through the mouth. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in, and we chant 3 times. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. And take a deep breath in, hold it, and a deep breath out. Sat Nam, thank you so much for your practice. Allow yourself gently to come back here and maybe again give yourself a good hug. Thank yourself for showing up, practicing, for taking a moment to attend to your inner, most precious, truly, most important part within your being, is your purity, is your divinity. Then when you're ready, gently relax. Allow yourself to open your eyes and come back here. And I'll just play a little music for us and just linger here with all of us for a little bit longer. So if any of you want to share your experience or share how you're feeling or maybe ask any questions, this is a perfect space and opportunity to do so. So whatever feels good to speak into, let it. This is also our time of connection. I call it Sangha. You know, Sangha from Sanskrit means the soul family, the fellow travelers on the path of awakening. So allow yourself to reveal yourself. And just for the next few moments, ground back here. Maybe allow yourself to dance. And just see what does your body, what does your soul wants to do when it's relaxed.
En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. En tus ojos de agua infinita se bañan las estrellitas, mamá. Agua de luz, agua de estrellas, Pachamama, vienes del cielo. Limpia, limpia, limpia el corazón.
Beautiful. And welcome back from the liminal space of magic. It's all magic, but different ways of experiencing it. Hey guys, and I really do warmly welcome you to share your voice, share your presence, share your insights. It could be absolutely anything. Don't be shy, turn on your camera, come say hi. Really, let's connect. It's so beautiful when we actually start sharing our voices. There's something very healing about it. And in being witnessed in our aha moments, in our realizations, in our softness, even our tears, something truly profound happening in a collective field and for us individually. So I welcome you to unmute yourself, raise your hand, and say hello. Beautiful. So glad to read your comments, guys. Amazing, amazing. So happy. So happy. This technology is working every time. I'm amazed at Kundalini Yoga, you know? I keep practicing it for years and it just keeps getting better and better and better. Isn't it amazing? The yoga of consciousness, it's called for a reason. Alright guys, come on. Who's ready to say hello with a voice?
I'm ready to say hello.
Beauty.
my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow. I am amazed and speechless, even though I'm speaking. Deep, deep, deep down, like from my core, I just felt so connected to, yeah, the deepest, the most tender parts of me. And yeah, it's just amazed, like you said, of like every single time you just go through this process and you work the body, you work the channels, and yeah, it was really, really beautiful. Thank you so much. The practice with Ma, oh my God. Woof, that was yeah. That was really like for me to call my own attention, and also for my own child, calling divine mother's attention and reminding us that we have the right we have the right to call upon her and ourselves. And yeah, that was just delicious. I just wanted to share my voice, and yeah. Beautiful to see you as well.
Beautiful. Likewise, my angel. So good to see you. Right, and I see you also in the nature. Like, how could it be more perfect? Like, actually, to Mama Earth. Mama, let's talk. I'm here. Let's merge with the spirit. So beautiful. So beautiful. Iris, you're to me such an embodiment actually of a divine child, but also a badass woman all in one. So thank you so much for embodying it, for carrying it, and continuously to tend to that. Because as you said, it's like like we can sometimes forget, but then we practice and we remember quite instantly. And so the more we do it, the more we remember. And then it just gets easier and easier. And to me, you're one of the physical, real representations that it's actually possible. Like it's
Thank
here.
you. Thank you
It's
for
here.
saying that. We gotta work at it. We gotta show up. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the reality. That's the truth. Yeah.
We're in it. We're in it. Thank you for sharing my love. So good to see you and so good to hear you. We met with Iris in India a year ago. She just rolled into my class, into a studio, and I was starting an event. And she said, I'll come back, like, see you soon. And then she found me online and then she joined the trainings and she's done like a bunch of trainings with me now at this point. So it's just so magical. And she'll come to Bali. Iris, right? You'll come to Bali soon.
Oh
I hope
yeah. Oh, sure.
so. Family is expanding. So good to see you, my love. Thank you for sharing. All right. Who else would like to share your magic, your voice, your heart, anything at all? Irina, come over here. Irina just joined another training here that we just began. Maybe you want to say hello? I invite people because some of you already know and I see you on my screen, so sorry if I'm calling you on the spot. I meant Antonescu, Irina.
Hello, hello, everyone. I sat on a terrace outside. It was so nice for me to breathe fresh air. And after the dialogue, the meeting with my inner child, um, after I meditate and relaxed, the rain started to like to flow, to clean some stored emotions during my childhood. This is what I felt. Wow, I cried. I released some tears while I was had that process connecting with with my mother. I felt, and also with Mother Nature. The connection was very deep for me. It was intense. I feel that my body is lighter. I mean, the energy, of course, indeed flowed. So I'm very thankful, Alessiana, for all your work and everything that you do for us. All the care and love that you put, it's seen on us. Thank you. Be blessed.
It's working. Thank you so much, my love. Thank you for
Thank you.
sharing. So beautiful, right? For everybody, it could be such a different experience. For somebody, it could be like just crying. For somebody, it could be laughing. For somebody, just finally allowing the innocence, and it's all perfect. We're all being met exactly what we needs to be met. This is another wild part about these practices, guys. We receive what we need to receive. How cool is that? We're doing this same practice, and yet everybody just connected to that. Oh my God, it is you, the little kid, no doggy, little puppy love in the house. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that into the space. Beautiful, and thanks so much for sharing, Irina. I feel your heart. We're going to dive into it even deeper, obviously, now in the training, and we're in the middle of a root chakra and the inner child activation, so it's full on. It's a full on journey. Well, guys, Lily, maybe you drop the links one more time for those of you guys that want to connect with me directly, or maybe schedule a phone call. Again, I just wanted to share. I'm very hands-on with everyone who ever comes into my life, and very personal. I don't believe in impersonal trainings. I believe in a very deep connection and really feeling everybody and knowing everybody, and just like if we really do choose to do this soul work, I can't even imagine how to do it unless the student and the teacher really see each other and feel each other and understand each other. This is the only way I can fathom it. So please do feel free to reach out to me, send me a message if you have any curiosity of joining the training. You can sign up for the Kundalini training on a self-paced way, which is on my platform, but you can also join us live for 1 month or for 7 months, and there's 2 Zoom calls a month for 4 hours each. It's a very deep dive. Like this was deep, imagine double deep. And we do it in a group, and then we unpack every single student. And actually, I ask every single one of you very specific questions in which you really are invited to contemplate on your life and how is this specific energy shown up in your body, in your behavior, in your relationships. And then I give specific homework to every student. So beyond the Kundalini training and access to all the teachings and all the videos that are all part of the package, you receive kind of a personalized one-on-one coaching at the same time. And the energy that we create in the group, I'm amazed every time, honestly, and so grateful. There's always so much love in our calls, which is why like I'm so grateful that students keep coming back, because it's just, yeah, who doesn't want to be in the field of love, you know? It's always a portal. It's like a hot bath. We'll support each other, we'll giggle together, we'll witness together each other. So it's very sweet. And I sometimes say to my students, it's almost embarrassing. Like I sometimes feel deeper, more connection to my students than to anyone else on the planet. As weird as it sounds, because it's the same frequency. And even in my family, I love them so much, but sometimes they're not in the same frequency as I am. And frequency is what makes us feel resonate very deeply, because we don't need to over-explain ourselves. We're exactly as we are. And so if we're drawn to this field, that means this is the field, this is your field, this is your sangha. So I really welcome you guys to to connect, to reach out, to join us. And I do the Zoom calls here as well on the New Mind Start. So a lot of things are available and open. If anyone else wants to say hi, I will just linger here for 5 more minutes for greetings or any questions or shares. Just here drinking tea.
Hello.
Hello.
I wanted to say hi. I came at the end. I don't know how long I've been seeing the email, never showed up. So today, and I saw that it was going, and I clicked. I came at the end, but it was beautiful. It's like it was a welcoming into the group energy, and that's probably all I needed at that moment. And I got it, and I want to say thank you for that. And definitely want to know more about what you do. And I already clicked on the link, but I wanted to share. It's mostly about lately. I am in the energy of being seen and let myself be held. It's been difficult for me to do that all my life. So now that I'm getting into it, and when I came, that's what I felt in the group. So it was beautiful. I want to say thank you.
Thank you so much, Victoria. So good to hear your voice. Thank you. And I think this is, yeah, it's exactly as you said it. It's a big part of being, feeling safe as an inner child is to be seen. Because when we're children, we're so innocent, we're so tender, and if somebody does not allow us to express ourselves as children sometimes, then we're kind of afraid to reveal it when we're adults. And we think if we reveal all of us, we're not going to be loved, or we're going to be dropped or kicked out of some groups or relationship or whatever. And it takes a big courage and a big self-love to allow ourselves to be exactly as we are, even at the cost of some relationships or some associations, and really trust that if this is not resonating with me, it's not for me. No matter how attached I was with my mind, with my whole lifestyle, whatever the thing was attached to that thing. And even have the courage to let it go. And sometimes by letting it go, it can actually transmute into something new and beautiful. So I welcome you to continue to lean into your own inner safety, inner self-love, and courage to shine bright and attract your tribe, your people that celebrate you exactly as you are, so you can be seen all the time.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. It means a lot.
Got this. You got this. Thank you, Victoria. All right, guys, maybe one more share. If anyone wants to send off the gorgeous frequency of your soul, you know, our voice is one of the most intimate things we can share with people because it's the sound of our soul. You can't fake it. It's like that's been seen. It's like you're on your nakedness and your frequency, exactly who you are. So, who is courageous enough to say the final hello, goodbye, and then we gently close the space? My secret spies. Maybe Mariana, since your camera is on, I'll say hi. Mariana Devlin.
Hi. Do you know, you must have read my mind because I was thinking about you speaking up, so there you are. I say as my throat chakra poster is right behind me as well. It was beautiful. Thank you so much. It was an amazing experience. Um, I really loved the part where you asked us to, tap into the ground and um, connect to the mother. And actually, it did bring up some stuff to do with my own mum in terms of sending her positive energy to really stop self-sabotaging and look after herself. And I felt like something shifted energetically. And I've experienced the power of praying for others to step into their higher self before, if that makes sense, and like really take care of their self. It happened before with my brother where I had lots of conversations with him out of love and nothing ever shifted, and then I just thought I'm going to change to praying, and then it all changed and he really started taking care of his health. And so something just shifted there for me in that sense with my mum. So I'm just going to trust that good's going to follow now. So thank you very, very, very much. I also felt a lot of my own feminine energy starting to flow a whole lot more. And it's something I've been working with for the last couple of years, is moving out of that logical masculine do side. And this afternoon I wasn't even planning on taking so much time. I thought I'll do half an hour's worth and maybe go back to it, and then I just got so in, I was like, no, I'm staying in this. So thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you for the trust to dive into such a deep portal together. And you know, I think you mentioned something very important about how we code reality with how we relate to our people, to our loved ones. And sometimes when we believe that they're incapable, that's us who holding them in a prison, in a hostage. You know, I actually have done that towards my mom and sometimes towards my sister. And I just didn't believe they could do anything to change anything. And it brought me pain, it brought them pain. But when I started changing my consciousness and sending them love and believing that they're powerful, that they're strong, they can do it, all of a sudden they shift. Like exactly as you said, that there's some energetic contract that goes on between the souls, and it begins in our minds and in our hearts. And thank you so much for doing very important work. And it really is ancestral work, because we are the pinnacle of our ancestral trees. So when we recodify some deep engraved pain or fears, we're actually sending out the ripples of healing down the generations behind us and in front of us. So thank you so much for being the trailblazer of light.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the experience. It was amazing.
Beautiful, beautiful people. So good to connect with you. And I know this has been a pretty long call, not a normal tradition. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend the time together like this. I pray that you will forever stay connected to your inner child. May you always bring the sense of safety and groundedness and protection for that innocent, pure energy that is living within us all. And may you allow yourself for the next 2 days, up until the full moon, to make it as a pinnacle of reverence to your inner child and set down some structure. Take your inner child into the nature, clear out that house, acknowledge what needs to be shifted so you arrive into the fullness of who you are within this specific cycle. And then for the next 2 weeks after the full moon, let the ripples of what you've created for the next 2 days unfold and just hold you. And really, like the first 2 weeks from new moon to full moon is when we are showing up for it. After full moon to new moon, you allow it to give it back to you. So really look at the next 2 days as a full, like, I'm here to devote myself. I'm here to bring action. I'm here to really transmute things that maybe I haven't given myself the permission yet, and now I'm ready. And I welcome you to turn your home into a temple. Make it very cozy, very gorgeous, very safe. And may you also take care of your body from a place of feeding yourself good, healthy food, drinking enough of water, get enough sunshine, spending at least a little bit time on the ground on Mama Earth and touching the elements, wearing the clothes that makes you feel comfortable but also beautiful, and just really take care of yourself. We can only take care of other people when our own cup is full and we're truly restored. And on that note, I'm sending you so much love, so much goodness. If you ever feel the call, reach out to me. I'm here in service, in joy, in mischief every single day. I appreciate you. Thank you for being my soul family. It's a true honor to walk this path of awakening, path of remembering together. I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. And see you soon. Ow!